Hello there. This is Zippo Lighter, your source for all things about Zippo. Nice to meet you. Last time, we learned about the types of inserts. Today, let's continue to learn about the basic Zippo models. There are 6 Zippo models in total. Classic Regular, Armor, 1941 Replica, 1935 Replica, and 1937 Vintage. And finally, there's the Zippo Slim. I purposely didn't open the packaging, because if you look here, you'll see 2 on the edge, and these 2, 4 in total, are in the original Zippo box. 1941 and 1935, these 2 replicas are boxed like this. Regarding the box as well, if you take off the white cover, the basic Zippo paper packaging is also different. This is the 1935 replica on the right. On the left is the 1941 replica packaging. This one here is the classic, and it just says Made in USA label on it. I'm talking about the paper label, which is the bottom here. You can tell which Zippo model it is by the label. If it just says Made in USA, it's classic regular model. The Armor model, if you look at it, it says Armor case on the label. The regular and the Armor are exactly the same in size and appearance. The one difference is that the Armor model has a 1.5 times thicker case. So the weight is 56.7 grams for the regular and 68 grams for the Armor. If you hold them both at the same time, the Armor is much heavier. So if you're looking for a heavier, more imposing one, we recommend the Armor model. It's very small, right? This is the Zippo Slim, which is smaller than the basic classic model. We saw this last time when we talked about inserts. If you look at the Slim model, the insert is a little bit different than the basic, regular Zippo insert. It's smaller in size. And if you look underneath, the felt is smaller as well. The basic parts, like flint, wick, etc., are compatible. But the felt is not compatible. It's too small. This is the Zippo Slim size. And then the 4th model is the 1937 Vintage model. Where you see 1937 or 1941 or 1935, that's the year of release. The year that model was released, in 1937, the first Zippo Vintage model was released. It's a little bit more square than the basic regular model, right? It's a little less angular than the 1935 replica. The 1937 Vintage model is a bit more square, with slightly rounded corners. Inserts are compatible with the regular inserts. To summarize, regular, Armor, 1937 Vintage, Zippo Slim. You can also tell them apart by the labels on them. It says Vintage look. I personally prefer the replica type. Here you can see that there are 2 types of replicas. The 1941 replica and the 1935 replica. This is the model that was first released in 1935, which I mentioned earlier. This one was released in 1941. Because the first exact year that Zippo came out was 1932. It's similar to the 1935, just a little bit longer than the 1935. That's a very old model, and it's very rare. So the price is high right now. And if I ever get a chance to own one, I'll make another video where I talk about it. Today, I'm going to talk about the last of the basic models, the 1941 replica and the 1935 replica. For the finale, the 1941 replica is a little bit wider than the regular, and it has a slightly more rounded top. I'd say it's a little bit more comfortable to grip. The 1941 insert is compatible with the regular. 1935, it's a man Zippo. If you look at it, it's very angular. 1937, it's more rectangular than the vintage, right? The 1935 replica is characterized by its hinge. All the other models' hinges are on the inside, but on the 1935 replicas, they're on the outside. And the hinges have 1, 2, 3 joints. The Classic and the Armor have hinges with 5 joints, so there are 5 joints. The 1935 replica has 3. It's more of a rectangular. It's a man Zippo, and the feature is that the insert is a little bit wider than the other models. So they're not compatible. I mentioned this last time as well. So today, I had a quick introduction to the basic Zippo model. Thank you again for watching the video.